Hey everyone, I'm Kenji and thank you for tuning into my channel. I know it has been a while since my last post and this is sorry for the housekeeping outside on the hallways. I don't know what they're doing, but they are making a lot of noise. This break have been due to jet lag because oh my god, I have underestimated that jet lag. And even though I'm a person that never follow the clock when it comes to sleeping, and I'm one of those friends that is always seems to be awake, no matter what hour, then oh my god, this time it really killed me almost. Anyway, I'm back, and some of you have might noticed that my channel have also changed name from in real life Babushka, which was a name I found really funny, and because as I have mentioned before, ideas keep popping off of my head, poof, 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 or something like that. But I noticed a lot of people from Ukraine and Russia was coming into my channel, and maybe they hope to find something about a wooden doll. I'm not sure, but they didn't seem so pleased about my content. Anyway, if you are from no matter where you're from, and if you enjoy this channel, you're of course welcome to keep following, no matter if you are from Ukraine or Russia. I feel this name, Genji the Dreamer, fits me well. It's a name I've been using for years on Instagram, but changed because, yeah, I wanted to hide a bit from an ex, and that was before I chose to go more public way in my life. Lucky for me, we have a block button as well if it's gonna be needed. I feel this name, as I said, the dreamer, it's really fitting my content. I am a dreamer, really, and this channel is about dreaming and living the dream, no matter what dream is. And I hope also along the way to inspire other people to follow their dream. I booked my flight to Vietnam really cheap via Kiwi.com. Some of you might know Kiwi already. Kiwi got really famous for being able to find different kind of flight connection between the network airlines and low cost airlines, which is normally not the case, and it make it look like it's one ticket, but it's really not. Lucky for me, my ticket to Shenzhen or via Shenzhen to Vietnam was in one ticket. I was thinking for a second because my booking could not be found on Amandus or any of these applications where you can look up your flights. And I thought, oh my god, this is so cheap, so maybe it could be a scam. But I trust Kiwi in this kind of way that it's not a scam. It's more that customer support that I sometimes could wish more from. However, I went from Billund Airport in Balego is originally from, and went to London to the most grumpy staff on earth, I think. Maybe it's due to the rain, or maybe because of all these passengers that was not able to check in online. However, I managed to check in online because I found out the reason for I could not do it for over 2 weeks was because my first and middle name had been spelled out in one without a space between. And when I removed that space, it was possible for me to choose my seat and even the flight meals, but I just chose to get surprised by the meals on board. And yeah, I did not need any extra luggage because I have 23 kilos, including my ticket that I could check in, and this was actually not clear on the ticket in the first place. And I was worried because it first looked like I only had 5 kilos I could bring on board the plane, which is very limited for most flights. But yeah, we have 23 kilos if you're flying the Shenzhen on the cheapest economy ticket you can check in. So that gives a lot of space for that. And of course, I did not have that much luggage because I tried to travel as light as possible. The flight was very pleasant. We flew over Russia to cut time. This is something that's still possible for Chinese airlines and Middle Eastern airlines, but not for European airlines due to the current situation between Russia and Ukraine. I found out a lot of other people from this flight was also going to change in Shenzhen to other lovely Asian destinations. And I was even so lucky to get a sweet seatmate, I think it's called, on this configuration. There was like 2 seats, 4 seats, 2 seats, and it was nice. And we had a little chat about who we are and where we are from and what we are doing with our life. It was really nice. Also because the waiting time in Shenzhen was around 6 hours, so it's nice to know someone. And have read some horror stories on Reddit about the transfer in China, but it was really not that hard. I don't get why people complain. You arrive to China, you show your passport, they don't even stamp it because I was only to stay there for less than 24 hours. So they're stamping just the boarding pass, and then, but please remember to keep the boarding pass from your original destination because they asked for this when I arrived to Vietnam, and I actually did not have it, only the little bit slip because they took the other part in London at the gate. Managed to smile a little bit more and show my onboard ticket here in Vietnam, and then I got a stamp with my passport here. In China, there is not much to do in this terminal. It's wide, it's big, and many of the seats it's not possible to charge from, but you can charge with a normal USB stick. If the charging is working, it can be quite hard to pay in some of the shops because they mostly only like Alipay. I don't know if anyone know about Alipay, but it's part of the Alibaba group. Some of you might shop from AliExpress. The food on board was very pleasant. A lot of food actually, even for the dinner and for the breakfast. It was a bit special to eat noodles at breakfast, but then I arrived to Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. I was so tired, really tired. Then I even got a scratch here in my forehead because I fall asleep on this short flight and then I knock my head into the seat in front of me. Anyway, it's not something that is scaring me at all. It just maybe I made a little sound, but just a little. And then after this flight with this low cost airline, where people was checking in rice, it was a bit surprise. I landed in Da Nang and it was rainy, and people really want to give me a ride on the scooter and the cars, but I did not know how it worked, and also the currency was quite confusing. I had just taken money out of the machine for the hotel I was going to stay in, and the hotel was very lovely. A bit of a surprise in the room because there was no window. But yeah, I would have known that, of course, if I looked the picture better on Booking.com. It was not a big problem because I was just staying there for a few days. And if you notice I'm speaking in past time, it's because I have already left Da Nang. Already back in Denmark, I had decided that I want to see this golden bridge in the Banner Hills. For me as a Dane that come from a very flat country, I will not call this hills, I will call it a mountain. It was something like out of this world. It was like being in Jurassic Park or something like that. And then suddenly it turned into some kind of Disneyland. If there's something I like, it's roller coasters like a child. And this later some kind of creepy Disneyland. It's a bit of a ghost town here, but we take it as part of the experience and now go to church. But I'm so glad I did this. I booked it via something called Klug, I think it's called. It gives a nice price. It's really easy to find a lot of different excursions and details and so on. I hope you have enjoyed to watch Da Nang and the Bana Hills through my eyes or my phone. Uh, I have definitely enjoyed Da Nang, and in my next video, if you are subscribing, then you will know when it's ready. And that video, we will be heading on the train through rice paddies towards Nha Trang. Stay tuned. Toodaloo. Thank you for watching.